Korea, and I am a current Carlsbad High School student. I will be graduating with the class of 2017. After high school, I plan to attend college and achieve a college degree. My topic is misleading advertising and the safe consumer. Misleading advertising is the use of false information to promote a certain product. It has the potential to lure a consumer to make a purchase that they may have otherwise avoided. Every day, millions of consumers will purchase an item that they have seen in an advertisement. This item can very well be used for a multitude of purposes. However, what does the advertisement contain that makes the consumer feel the need to purchase this item? Perhaps a marketing company incorporated a few well-known brand names or used to bias basic consumers to push the product. Whomever or whatever it is that they use, it has an effect, although what of the information provided is not entirely true. The common, everyday, impulsive consumer may ignore the hidden truth, wholeheartedly believing that they need this certain product no matter what, and that there is no alternative. According to USA Today, consumers are exposed to 3,000 to 5,000 advertising messages per day. Behind the making of an ad, there could be a biased network, false information, particularly avoiding the mention of health risks, and an incomprehensive understanding for the consumer. Advertisements are not always misleading. In fact, some may be helpful. This is where a consumer's judgment comes in. Consumers absolutely need to ask the question, what are they selling me and why do I need to care? With this idea, it will hopefully start a trend of responsible shopping. Stepping out of the in-store scenario, there is a concern of online shopping. The questions that one should know the answers to, no matter what, are, is this website legitimate or not? Online advertisers run with their hands in the air because they are able to escape with using fake pictures or information to lure their consumers in. The United States is losing approximately $190 billion per year due to online shopping. This is a result of credit card fraud, and especially online advertising companies are using strategies that provide false information as previously mentioned, customer reviews, pictures, and etc. To be a safe consumer, one must look thoroughly into the information of a product that they may be considering purchasing. A person should not be irresponsible when it comes to buying a product they saw on the internet or however it was broadcasted to them. Consumers should consider the quality and effectiveness of a product, along with price. I believe this will result in an increase of responsibility and knowledge with everyday consumers. In time, consumers will know what to look for if something about a product is false and be able to know and be able to challenge it. Practicing techniques of defensive shopping will be beneficial so that consumers will not be swept up into the whirlpool of misleading advertisements. To practice these habits, one must hold high expectations, regard something with the rote thought, say consumers, ask questions, and investigate for more information. Instead of continuing with irresponsible spending habits, a safe consumer should encourage others to practice safe habits as well. This influence will institutionalize responsibility, reflection, and reliability. These three principles suggest that one is wise with their money, thinks about a purchase, and will not just buy any product, advertised or not. Consequences from irresponsible habits have been proven to set negative trends. Such trends can be traced to habits passed down from generation to generation. Introducing 3 principles to acknowledge while shopping can break bad habits, prevent fraud, and possibly debt. This will also improve the ability to track money and where it is going. There will be hardly any blind spending. If safe consumers are to teach their peers to be responsible, this will help eliminate those factors. Companies who fail to provide reliable information should face harsher consequences other than battling a lawsuit. Failure to provide beneficial information could endanger the life of a consumer, and therefore the company should be held accountable. Advertising companies should be limited to the content of their advertising. There should not be a biased network, and harmful information should be clearly understandable for the consumer. Companies get away with using words that the customer does not understand and thinks it means something positive. Producers should be liable for providing a consumer-friendly network and give reasons for their intentions. They should give reasons for their motives behind an idea or why they did something because it will be beneficial to the consumer. Misleading ads cause too much havoc for comfort and therefore should be eliminated to stop irresponsible spending and fraud. Most consumers enjoy to indulge themselves with luxurious things. They lead lavish lifestyles, and advertising companies take advantage of this. Advertising companies try to get consumers to spend their money and broadcast to the consumers however they deem fit and possible. By eliminating misleading advertisements online and offline, we as a society will strive to achieve more responsibility with spending habits. Advertising companies should try to vacuum their customers into a tunnel full of lies and always be investigated periodically to ensure that their motives and products are up to par. According to Stuart Ponting, individual officers in a company, including directors, managers, secretaries, or similar, can also be held accountable if the advertisement has been published with their consent or connivance, or if that particular individual has been negligent in allowing the advert to be published. Advertising companies will also offer a bargain. This is how advertising companies will drag the consumer in by their feet by using a deal that at first glance appears too good to be true, but further reading will reveal that this is false and misleading. In conclusion, consumers should practice safe habits and not be impulsive, but not closed-minded. Advertising companies should be informative and reliable to their customers. Reducing the abundance of misleading advertising and being able to determine the target audience for a product will produce an increased defensive shopping. I believe that this will also help customers differentiate want from need and fact from opinion. Biased networks will no longer serve purpose in how good a product is, and online companies will stop being able to make money from being fraudulent. The safe consumer will play a role in how future generations will be able to conduct their shopping, spending, and judgment. Consumers practicing safe habits will end more and more ads. This will also help reduce the billions of dollars being lost to fraud. Finally, this will provide 3 principles to follow while shopping.